Previously on the Die As Cast podcast.
They are now all currently gathered at the base of the western side of the river. They have been struggling to get back to the main part of town. They have a few hours until day one of the grand mustering begins.
So we have a few hours before this all goes down, and I feel like we're gonna all need to be in that arena to pick out some people with some cross-stitching.
I think I need to find Verdun. He has my key.
I missed Faye's fight, and I don't know if my pirate queen is dead or not. But I also think that if I make contact with Faye, or I guess who's left, I can kind of, I don't know, secure our ride out of here.
Which, by the way, we still have to get some of those things back to Alice Elise, also Valus.
The box.
Oh, right.
Oh my god, the box of rats.
Chest.
I would be happy to take the noble mission of informing the seat of Mavros of the impending collapse of the tournament itself.
Okay.
The entire purpose for us being here.
Right.
We have to get across the river. We have to get going. You have 6 hours.
Right. So, I hate to suggest it, but I feel like we need to split up. I'm going to go check on Faye. Maeve, you're going to go check on Verdun. Xisk, you're going to get the rats, the Doppel Rat and the Rat King. And Templar, you're going to the arena. You're going to the seat.
So it's a plan then.
So just to be crystal clear, you guys are all meeting back at the entrance to the seat of Mavros.
Yes, the bigger
Yes.
old arena.
In 1 hour.
Okay. Let's get it done.
Welcome to the Die As Cast podcast.
Xisk.
All right, Xisk. So, as you watch everyone scatter with their various plans, you look over and you see Diamond Gap looking at you attentively. She's got her arm wrapped around her sister, who's still staring off vacantly. She says, "What? So, Mr. Xisk, how do you feel about helping me take this worm out of my sister?"
Yeah, I have some knowledge about how to do this. Let's just take care of it now. I'm not nervous.
Leader, over here, away from the crowd here. Lie her down here.
Okay, I only have a dagger. That should work, right?
Well, when I watched you before, it seemed to be enough.
Okay, first we look for the bladder. So I'm gonna check her body to see where, cause is it just the worm or is it the bomb as well?
It is just the worm in this case. She doesn't have...
Oh, okay, no, we don't need to check for the bladder. Never mind.
So you start cutting into her. She's like, "No, there was no..."
Oh, sorry. We've only done one of these, so, and that's where we started. Just kidding. Flip her over. Look for the spinal cord.
She's lying passively on her stomach. Diamond Gap's getting obviously a little bit anxious. She's picking up on your vibes.
Oh,
she
that's
says,
not good.
She says, "Well, would you like something? Would you like a wee dram of some of the finest peat juice north of the..."
Pea juice?
No, peat. I said peat.
It still sounds like pea juice.
No, peat.
I'll take it, sure. I'll try anything once.
You know what down here is scotch?
Oh.
Oh, aye. Now the eyes change, don't they?
I think that's just gonna make me more shaky, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Diamond Gap. The only thing, can you swing a weapon, Diamond Gap?
Oh, aye.
You can? What kind of weapon?
I use a scimitar.
A scimitar. Regional accents are so interesting. You should be ready, because this thing is gonna come out swinging, as it did the last time.
That's gross.
I know. That's why I need you here too. I'm gonna set my maze just to the side here so I can. Actually, no, I have spells. What am I talking about? I'm so nervous. Oh God.
So she comes around in front of you and she sort of grips you on either arm. You can do this, Mr. Xisk. I trust you. I trust you implicitly and explicitly.
This is the first time I've been outside of anywhere without my friends. Without people I know.
Oh, I know the feeling. The first time I had to do a solo song, I was only about 8, and I was so nervous. My knees were knocking together.
It's like knocking of wood between my legs.
Like that.
I feel that.
Not quite so rhythmic. You don't even need a drum.
All right. Thank you, Diamond Gap. You've inspired me. I can do this.
Do you want me to officially inspire you, or just psychologically?
No, you can sing a song.
All right, I'll sing a song. Do you have any favorites? Just kidding. I only know the songs I know. I don't know any Woodman songs.
All right. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Okay. Oh, my log driver world.
Oh, I feel inspired. I feel so inspired.
It's that log driver song. Everyone knows it.
No, it's very short. I remember it now. All right. Focus, Xisk. You've got this.
And so what are you going to do? What skills do you actually have?
Yeah, so I'm proficient in survival, arcana, athletics, history, insight, nature, and persuasion. And religion, obviously.
This would be a nature.
Or maybe can I do religion to ask Thoth for the knowledge of previous doctors?
You could do a religious check to see if you can get some sort of wisdom or insight, because it is definitely a knowledge thing. Human anatomy.
Thoth, please be with me in this, my first operation. Although with these people and these adventures, I am sure it won't be the last. 17.
You are able to fully remember and appreciate all the intricacies of human anatomy.
Oh, humans are strange creatures. I have... Oh, it's my last second level spell, though. I think I am willing to part with it. I think I'll use suggestion.
Okay. I see.
I'm gonna suggest. I'm gonna stroke it like Maeve did. I'm gonna pet it.
That sounds like a song.
And
stroke it like Maeve did.
It's a great idea to leave this body. I think you should leave this body slowly, as your siblings in other creatures have done before and found it to be a much pleasant life. This body is awful living conditions. They take you everywhere you want. You have no choice in the matter. This is not the life for you. You want to make your own life. Make your own decisions. This is the path.
So
this is
you hear
the way.
This very faint snore as the creature slowly falls asleep because you're stroking it. So
Great.
So
That works
all right. Yeah, just that ongoing droning, a 15-minute explanation. I will give you advantage. On this suggestion.
They make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Do you want to give it disadvantage?
I will give
sleeping?
it disadvantage on a wisdom saving throw.
Come on.
Oh, a 3 and a 6. So this,
Yes!
You hear this sort of wet, sticky sound as this thing slowly embeds itself from the base of the woman's neck, and you see these multiple eyes as it looks around, and this long proboscis sort of slowly pull itself out of her spine.
Diamond Gap, be ready. Be
And
ready.
it lifts out, and it sort of glances at you and starts to walk off along the road.
Immediately, Diamond Gap, attack!
Okay, So Diamond Cat swings her scimitar for 16. That is going to hit.
Oh my god.
The scimitar flashes down, and I'll just get you to roll. It is a d6 plus 1 for me.
7.
So she neatly and precisely just cuts it in half, and it shrieks. And this creamy pink liquid comes pouring out of it as it turns out and slowly dies on the road in the
I don't
dust.
remember that disgusting innards. Oh my gosh.
So there is this sort of gap now in Broadwolf.
Yeah, I go over to Broadwolf and cast Healing Word.
All right.
So it's 1d4 plus 3, that's 6.
All right, so as you reach down, when you feel the power and confidence of thoughts, as you very slowly drag your fingers down as it slowly stitches the flesh closed on her back, the bone and muscle reforming, you hear a low moan as the woman slowly sits up, and she goes, "Oh, my head. I've had a real bender."
Yeah, it's a little more than that.
And you hear the Diamond Cap, "A bender? Are you daft? It wasn't a bender. You were being eaten by some great slug." And she goes, "Oh, shut up. You always say it's a great slug." "I do not." "Ah, you do."
All right. Everett, you stop it. I've been where you are before, fighting between your twins. You should hug. She's back with you. This is a great moment.
Oh,
It's a
you're right.
tender, emotional moment in the podcast.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
in
snapped
our
at
lives.
you. Come here, bring it in. And she reaches for you as well. So the three of you give this, this big squeeze. And these two women they're pretty powerful. So they give you this big hug. These two blonde Viking women.
Why do I always get the strong ones?
You hear the creak of your ribs and things from the.
Oh, too much.
Oh, sorry.
We have to go. We have things to do.
Right. We are here to help you, aren't we, Broadwolf? Who is this then? Never mind, I'll explain on the way.
Yeah, we don't have time. We have to save the world. Let's go.
We have to save the world. Again?
No time for explanation.
I'm so bored of saving the world.
I start making my way towards the river.
You head down between the buildings, and it's this sort of dumpy part of, long deserted. There's leftover piers, broken. The water is relatively slow flowing. You can see upstream 2 or 3 of the boats that you were on before. You can see people moving along the banks of the river on either side.
This is at the Otakini?
The Otakini is downstream a bit, and it's on the other side of the river.
Okay, I will make my way towards the Otakini. Okay, Time and Gap, I need you to help me find something. We dug something here to keep it safe. I'm looking for a big chest, okay? It's just underneath the water. It should be under the surface.
She goes, "There's a slight problem first. I can't swim."
I think you might be too heavy for me to carry, but you can hold onto this rope and I'll pull you across. If you can hold your breath for long enough. It's not too long.
"I'm happy to try. Just don't let go of the rope."
Oh, I won't. Oh my goodness, I don't want to kill her. I'm swimming away, holding onto the rope.
And you see Broadwolf is swimming beside you. And you guys sort of...
Oh great, you can swim.
What? Of course I can swim. You'd have to be a daft idiot to not learn how to swim.
Why haven't you taught her how to swim?
Well, it's not come up, has it? Not when we're performing.
You live in a city surrounded by a river, don't you?
No, we don't live
I guess you
here.
may not be from here.
We're from the north.
Yeah, I just thought of that. Never mind, let's just get across.
You're kind of a prickly fella, aren't you?
I haven't slept in so long. In forever. I'm getting too personal here. Anyway, let's just get this done. We
Okay.
have a lot to do.
Okay, so two of you swim across the river. Not a problem.
Great.
She's hanging onto the rope between the two of you. I'll give you an athletics check with advantage, but it'll be pretty straightforward.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna use my inspiration on this because I do not want to kill Diamond Gap. Oh, Natural 20. I won't even use my inspiration.
Okay. So you pull her across, no problem. So the three of you are now standing on the sandbar.
Oh, that was really scary for me. Okay.
And they're both dripping wet and, wringing out their hair and laughing away to themselves. And you can see they've been taking nips from the scotch bottle.
I'm not paying attention to them. I'm just looking for the chest.
All right. It's again pretty straightforward. Just roll me a perception just to make sure you are in the right area at least.
Okay. Just one straight roll? No advantage, nothing?
No advantage, nothing.
That's a nat 1. Had to be back to back.
They go, what's the matter? Can't you find it?
I don't see it. I'm sure Gideon hid it somewhere around here.
So,
can you help me, please?
Yes, I can. The women will splash around, and then you can do another shot. But I'm afraid this one will be at disadvantage because they don't really even know what they're looking for.
Yeah, fair enough. You're looking for a big. It's a rat. It's a rat made of stone. It's not. It shouldn't be this hard. God, I need a nap.
The river's been flowing. Who knows what's drifted over top of it? It's not your fault.
They're both 4s. Can I use my inspiration on them?
Yes, you can.
What dice
D8.
is it? A D6? D8. Oh, come on. 8.
And she said, "Oh, I can't find your rat. I do have this little stone mouse, though." And she holds the doppel rat up as she pulls it out of the water.
Oh, that's it. Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to lose all kinds of hope. Okay.
So you found the stone doppel rat. Now see if you can find the giant rat king. I'll even let you have advantage on that one because it's like 6 feet tall.
Because I'm failing every other roll.
No,
man.
It should be easy to find is what I'm saying.
Here we go. 12.
A 12 is good enough.
God, my friends entrusted me with a lot of responsibility. I feel like they're just going off on their own adventures, finding the people they love, and I'm just here like, yeah, do this, do that, for everything. Okay, here we go. Hey, I found everything. I found it. Thank you.
The stone doppel rat.
We did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So the women now are getting a little bit drunk. They're a little bit tipsy, so they are overly happy. You were great. Wasn't he great? Oh, he was great.
Oh, thank you. That was a lot harder than I honestly expected. But I have a request as well. If you, obviously these things are very heavy, and you look really strong. And you gave me quite a squeeze.
We're ripped.
Would you be willing to help me take this to the Bone Jobber?
Oh, sure. I think we have no problem except for this Rat King. That's a big, heavy statue.
Yeah, maybe we should leave that here and get her to come here. So she has a big rabbit. She could come get this.
If you want to give me a athletics to see if you can drag the Rat King, the stone doppel rat it's a good chunk of stone, but it's not. You can carry it, no problem. It's just the Rat King.
Okay. Oh, not great. 9 total.
Yeah, it just can't budget. Or you can budget, but it's heavy to move. We could set it up like a memorial. We could put it up here, put some flowers around it, and make it look like it's supposed to be here.
That could be nice. As like a rat memorial of things that have happened before. I like
the River Rat Remembrance.
I love it. You really are a good bard. Time and Gap, you have excellent rhymes. If anyone tells my story, I'd like you to write it.
The three of you haul this stuff minus the giant Rat King, and you see there almost no one in the streets. People seem to be, well, not packing up, but it's got that late night feel. Although it obviously is in the middle of the day. You can see the big, huge, bright yellow tent that is Alice Elise, also a loose.
We're only hours away from like the big fight, right?
So what happens on the big fight? The first day, there are 8 combatants. So 4 combats, 4 rounds of four fights. Then the survivors go to the next day, and then the final 2 on the last day.
All right, it's gonna get weird. Have you ever met Alice Elise, also loose?
Oh,
you too?
No, I don't think I did.
She's a character. She's wonderful, and I don't say that about many people in this town.
So she's not intolerable then?
How did you wait? How did you?
You told me about some sergeant or something that you felt was intolerable.
Anyway, let's just say we're happy we're not going to that man.
So you head in there and you see Alice Elise, also a loose, and there is this surprisingly large gnome, or maybe it's a dwarf, and he is just in the process of buying the Chimerian goat poker. You see him hefting it, and he's poking things, and she's making all sorts of supportive noises. You see him hand over a sack of gold, and he trumps proudly out, nodding at you as he passes by with this thing over his shoulder.
Good afternoon to you as well, sir. Hello, Alice. Elise, also Elise.
Oh, well, welcome back. Xisk, is it?
Yes, you remember.
Of course, you're the ones that left. Oh, you were late. You're so late.
Oh, well, we're not late. We struck a deal, remember?
Yes, Bruce told me.
The rabbit?
Yes, my mirror rabbit.
That, by the way, maybe you should tell people that you're sending that thing. That was quite a trip. It was very strange.
Oh, yes, he's very odd, isn't he? He's my favorite.
I understand the relationship now. Now that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Well, we have brought you some things. As promised, we have the double rat. Put it on the...
Oh, look at this. Look. It's stone. Look here. Look. Fine.
It's still alive,
work.
so I'd be careful of how you handle it.
Yes. Good. Alive is needed. Alive is needed and wanted and desired.
Wonderful.
I've waited for many years to have a doppelrat. Many years.
I truly hope you enjoy it. It was a hassle.
Well, I'm looking to expand, and I'm hoping to do a doppel lease. Have many Elises, also Eluses. It's franchise. I'm going to call it a franchise.
What is... why? Is it... It's not French, is it?
It is French. It's the French franchise fryer.
A franchise?
Yes.
Oh, that's... Sure, I mean...
The franchise French fryer. The franchise French fryer. The franchise French fryer. And you lean over and you see her sort of scribble that down. And she leans up and she gives you a thunder muffin.
Oh! I turn around and I look over at Diamond Gap and Broadwolf and say, "See, I told you. It's a lot of energy."
And she says, "Yes. Now you have the hardness." She kind of looks at you sideways.
I do have the cock hardness.
Excellent. Excellent.
Of course, I wouldn't leave it. We also happen to freeze or I don't stone, I suppose, a different creature. It's larger than the Doppelrat and heavier, so it's difficult to carry it here as I don't have my companions. They're occupied with other things, but we think it could be very useful to you. It wasn't necessarily part of the deal.
You want to make a new deal?
So I think we could negotiate something.
Well, yes. Well, let's go look, shall we?
Right now?
Well, do you want to make the deal now?
I'm not the best at negotiation.
Well, deal now or deal later.
Deal later. We don't know if we're gonna survive.
Let's do the deal now. You've got me all excited.
It's all right. It's all right. I think I'd rather have my kiss partners present, but I also have this. It's a roly-poly creature thing.
Roly-poly.
That's what we call it. I don't know what it's actually called.
I see. You've done a very good job taking the skin off. It's a very good job, Xisk of the Pinion.
Well, it wasn't just me. It's a team effort.
Yes. Well, I would use this, certainly. This would make... Oh, there's many things we could do for this. Is this something you would like?
Plots wouldn't be a bad thing to exchange for now, as I would like to consult again with my partners.
I see. Yes, all right. We can talk about... And then she looks at you, and then she looks over at the roly-poly thing, and then she looks at the two bards. And she says, well, while I was waiting for you, I've come up with this. And she lays this... It looks like a large thorn.
What is this?
She goes, well, you were obviously so taken. You were in love with the cockhodness, I think. I
would say that.
You were aching for the cockhodness, weren't you?
Okay, no, wait. Diamond Gap, Broadwolf, this is not true.
This is not the cockhodness, but it is. And she leans over and sort of in a stage whisper and says, this is the little brick.
A little brick?
A little prick.
A little prick?
So you guys all take a few minutes and repeat the words a few times, and then she says it to the bards, and the bards say it back to her, and then the music starts, and you all launch into a song, because that's obviously...
No. What does it do the same thing as a cockhodness?
This is just like the cockhodness. It just doesn't have the same potency. So it's a little bit impotent.
And you're willing to just give me this?
No, but I am willing to trade you this roly-poly, which is an excellent name, and she writes that down, and your giant rat king for this prick.
I look at it. I hold it upside down.
So what it is, she'll explain, is that it will do the damage 1 to 4 damage, and 3 times a day you can cast Flesh to Stone.
I don't know much about magic, but I really don't feel comfortable making this large of a decision for the rest of the team.
Yes.
And I think that roly-poly is valuable to you.
The little prick will go. It will go today for sure.
Listen, Alice, if you knew the things we've done for this town, the monstrous things we've found.
She looks at you and she's nodding seriously as she listens.
I wanna do an insight check to see, because she sent Bruce down there, she must, it feels a little sketch, so I wanna do an insight check on her as I'm telling her, that we saved some things and we did some things for this town under the ground.
Oh, I see. So you're going to sort of explain much more of the details about all the kinds of things you were doing.
Not too much. I don't want to say too much, but I definitely want to tell her that we were investigating underneath the city and there were some nefarious things happening and creatures that, not in detail, just basically surface level stuff.
All right. Roll me that insight.
Ooh, 18 plus 6. That's 24.
All right. You can tell that she is listening attentively. She doesn't seem to have... You get a sense that it's not really sinking in. She's just listening for more items, and she's listening and thinking about more opportunities to create things. So you're not getting a lot of sense of empathy from her, but you're not getting any kind of sense of guilt
she's not,
or shiftiness.
Afraid or guilt. Okay. Well, in that case, I just keep explaining and say, if it wasn't for us, this town may not be standing within the next few hours. We've been a great help for this town, and I think we'd all appreciate it if you helped us back.
And she says, but Xisk, oh heavens, Xisk.
I think I will decline the offer. I will give you the roly-poly and I'll exchange it if you give me some plot.
Well, yes, this roly poly. The skin is not that valuable, but the name roly-poly, oh dear, that's worth 10 plot to me. 10 plot for this.
Trademark.
And 5 for the skin.
All right, fine. Okay, well, always a pleasure doing business with you, Alice. At least also a loose.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Well, we'll be in touch. We have to check out the large other creature. No specifics. Bye.
As you guys leave the tent, Diamond Gap looks at you. She says, I wanted to thank you very much for all you've done for me and my sister. If there is ever anything we can do for you, you send this. And she hands you this little tiny folded up, it looks like a leather bird, a bird carved out of leather, or not carved, stitched out of leather.
I shall. As you know, there is big problems in the city.
Oh, trust me, I've seen all of the big problems, and that's why
I know.
her and I are going to get out while the getting's good.
Well, I'll see what my friends would like to do. I definitely want to be a farmer soon. I want to leave this adventuring life, but I'm not sure that'll happen soon anyway. We'll see. In the meantime, I'll have to find my friends, but you've taught me a lot, Diamond Gap and Broad Wolf. When the going gets tough, Piet is a good thing to drink.
Piet!
Yeah, Piet.
You don't have quite the same accent as we do, but yes, here.
No.
Here, I want you to take this. This is our latest, finest brand, and she hands you this flask. There's probably only a couple of swallows left, but you are more than welcome to it.
Thank you. You're good friends. Take care of each other. You'll miss each other when you're not around.
If you need us, just whisper into that leather bird, and we'll come a-running.
All right. Be safe out there. Just a small tear begins to bubble into his eye.
Oh, don't you start. You'll get me started.
You just remind me of my twin, so
Oh,
I'll
his
be all right.
twins.
I'll be all right.
Good luck. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
And they sort of walk backwards through the crowd, and then they have disappeared. And you turn and make your way over to the entrance to the seat of Mavros. Okay, Diego, we have delivered the goods. You move up to meet up with the rest of your friends, and we will leave it there for now.
All right.
Let people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Diego Stredel, or you can find me on TikTok or Twitter at DII_Stredel.
And please look for us, dieascast.com or The Dieascast on Facebook or Twitter. If you want to leave us a review, you too can be your very own Diamond Gap or Broad Wolf, who are two of our more recent reviewers.
Woo.
Thank you very much, everyone. Have an excellent night, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next